Recently recognized in Forbes magazine as the #1 commuter-friendly city in the country, Salt Lake City and Utah as a whole are still facing the challenges of unprecedented population growth, the movement of freight through the state, and even faster growth in the number of vehicles traveling Utah's highway system. To address the challenges facing transportation and to efficiently use the resources elected leaders have provided, UDOT has developed a strategic direction aimed at taking care of what it calls its Final Four. UDOT's available federal funding to tackle transportation challenges has some limitations. Over the past 13 years, despite increases in construction costs, that funding has stayed level at about $200 million a year. The Transportation Commission has also noted that due to inefficiencies using federal money, a federal transportation dollar is only worth 85 cents when compared to a state transportation dollar. Utah's elected leadership, including Governor Gary Herbert and the state legislature, led by Senate President Michael Wattops and Speaker of the House Dave Clark, have recognized that to maintain Utah's quality of life and economic growth, a substantial transportation investment using state dollars is required. Since 1997, the state has funded transportation improvements through a series of programs totaling more than $7 billion. In addition, the state recently bonded for more than $2 billion to rebuild the I-15 Utah County Corridor, I-15 Core, the Mountain View Corridor in western Salt Lake County, and the Southern Parkway in St. George. On the I-15 Core project, given the significant improvements to I-15 that exceeded the available budget, UDOT elected to use a federally accepted procurement approach called Fixed Price, Best Design. This procurement method set a defined price that fostered competition between design-build teams to propose innovative ways to provide the most length and greatest number of improvements for that price. This method resulted in the project going from 14.8 miles with 8 interchanges to a 24-mile-long project and 11 interchanges. The project is finalizing the construction schedule and hiring a significant team to build 24 miles of freeway improvements. The contractor plans to begin working on the main line this spring to add 2 southbound and northbound lanes on I-15 between Lehigh and Spanish Fork and extend the express lane between Orem to Spanish Fork. Drivers will experience work along the entire corridor to help meet an aggressive timeline that finishes the project by December 2012, 2 years sooner than originally projected. The Mountain View Corridor in Salt Lake County gained an additional 5 miles, stretching the project 15 miles from Redwood Road, approximately 160th south, to 5400 south. Design modifications by UDOT combined with the current economy, a reduction in material costs, and a competitive bidding environment extended the project. Initial construction includes building 2 outside lanes in each direction with signalized intersections where future interchanges will be located. Future construction will build out the remainder of the corridor by adding interchanges and inside lanes to achieve a fully functional freeway. Bidding the outside lanes first preserves the land in the middle where future lanes can be added. A transit solution is also planned. The Southern Parkway is a major new facility to help deal with the tremendous growth in St. George. It is being built in 6 phases, 2 of which have already been completed. The next phases that will connect to the new airport will be open in 2011. UDOT is becoming more tactical, more creative, more efficient, and more innovative to maximize the investment in every dollar spent on transportation. Its goal is to obtain the most project for the cost, minimize impacts to the traveling public, deliver projects in a shorter time frame, and obtain a greater value for the budget. As part of that effort, UDOT works hard to find new engineering solutions to the problems caused by congestion. One of these is the Diverging Diamond Interchange, DDI, in American Fork. The DDI at Pioneer Crossing will cost less, be built more quickly, and function more safely and efficiently than other possible options that were considered for the American Fork Main Street crossing. It looks different than a traditional freeway interchange with cross points at each end of the bridge. The cross points allow for more open traffic flow between the freeway and the interchange by allowing left turns on and off the freeway to be made without stopping at a traffic signal. Signals are placed at the cross points to control the flow of vehicles across the interchange. Moving bridges overnight has become almost commonplace in Utah. What used to take months or even years now takes just a single night. The DDI bridges were the 17th bridge move of its type in Utah, more than any other state. With the bridge decks the largest to date, more than 192 feet in length, and weighing 4.3 million pounds. Accelerated bridge construction techniques have helped dramatically reduce the impact of construction projects to the traveling public. Another innovative approach to traffic management will be the commuter lanes being built as part of the SR-92 project in northern Utah County. These lanes were developed to provide a direct connection to and from I-15 while providing access to local city roads using a 5-lane arterial. The commuter lanes bypass several traffic signals between the East Frontage Road in Lehigh and Highland Boulevard in Highland City, saving time for commuters. Construction of the commuter lanes will begin this spring, and portions of it will be used to keep traffic flowing while crews expand the new 5-lane arterial road. The commuter lanes will officially open once the project is complete in fall 2011. Utah's 44-mile express lane system is already one of the longest in the country and has proven highly successful in proactively helping to manage traffic on Interstate 15. UDOT is currently working to implement a dynamic pricing system that will further allow for real-time congestion management of the lane while preserving free benefit of the lane to carpoolers. A continuous flow intersection has already been designed, built, and implemented successfully at Bangerter Highway and 3500 South. This intersection traditionally saw heavy congestion, particularly for east-west movements. The new design allows for more green time, shortening the delay motors have when reaching this area. UDOT has plans to build at least 5 more: 6200 South in Redwood, 5400 South in Redwood, 5400 South in Bangerter, 4700 South in Bangerter, and eventually 4100 South in Bangerter. Another project underway that improves traffic in a safe, efficient, cost-effective manner is the flex lanes on 5400 South. This area of Taylorsville sees a heavy directional traffic buildup during peak AM and PM travel. The flex lanes are designed to allow for an extra lane of travel during those most needed times. All of these approaches and innovations have a high gee whiz factor, but UDOT doesn't do them for that. They use innovation to improve the transportation system and to improve the quality of life in our Utah. During construction, UDOT is seeking ways to minimize its impact to the traveling public. Using a movable barrier system as part of construction projects has proven a successful method of allowing the maximum possible open traffic lanes during peak travel times in construction zones. The barrier has been used in projects like the I-80 reconstruction project, the Express Link project near Beck Street and I-15, as well as 3500 South in West Valley City. Using the latest road sensor technologies, UDOT is able to predict travel times for motorists, allowing them to make decisions for reaching their destinations in the shortest amount of time. UDOT has even taken a hard look at how to become more efficient in its snow removal efforts. One new innovation is what is called a tow plow. This allows one snowplow to be able to do the work of 2, saving time and resources. UDOT is using the new tow plows in several locations across the Wasatch Front. Improving safety remains one of UDOT's primary goals, and through the Unified Zero Fatalities program, progress is being made. There were 245 fatalities in 2009, the lowest number since the mid-70s. However, UDOT's goal remains 0. UDOT recently targeted reducing runoff the road and crossover crashes due to their severity. After installing hundreds of miles of rumble strip and new median barriers, those types of crashes have decreased dramatically. The other component of its safety efforts is educating the public on safe driving behaviors. This past year, UDOT released an educational video that explained the consequences of texting while driving. The video has been downloaded millions of times, and UDOT is taking that message to high schools throughout the state. To download a copy, go to www.udot.utah.gov. While new challenges arise, Utah's elected leaders and UDOT remain focused on developing new, efficient, and innovative solutions that provide a better transportation value to the public.